Hello, my dear friends. The woman I will tell you about today has been helping animals most of her life. She has been helping elephants for over 30 years. Unfortunately, in 2018, she passed away, but her story is worth telling. Daphne Sheldrick was a person who found her mission. Since childhood, she was involved in environmental protection. In the 70s, this woman led one of the oldest national parks in Kenya together with her husband. When in 1977, David, the husband of Daphne, passed away, she didn't stop working with animals. On the contrary, Daphne decided to found the Sheldrick Wildlife Fund. She named it after her husband. Nowadays, this fund implements the world's most successful rescue and rehabilitation program for elephant calves and also fights against poachers. Daphne wasn't just the leader of the fund, she personally fed and took care of dozens of elephant calves, which became orphans because of the poachers. If these elephants were in the wild, they would inevitably die, but the woman not only gave them shelter and food, but also looked after them and helped them to adapt to living without their mother. After the first elephant calf had been rescued, Daphne's desire to help continued to grow. She couldn't imagine her life without helping them. According to an interview with her, the woman always said that she was struck by how elephants greet their babies at birth. By the way, all family members begin to greet the newborn baby elephant. That's how, according to Daphne, everyone should be met in this world. Daphne has a lot of stories related to elephants. There are also sad ones among them. For example, around 25 years ago, an elephant calf appeared in her shelter. At that time, Daphne didn't have employees to help her constantly. She fed it herself every 4 hours, set it on its legs, and taught it to live in this harsh world. However, when the little elephant was 6 months old, Daphne went to the wedding of her daughter, and her elephant baby couldn't endure her departure and died of sadness. People who were taking care of the elephant calf when the woman was away couldn't do anything. Daphne remembered this horrible loss her whole life. Elephant calves grow up very slowly, so they need as much attention as human babies. Having gotten into the shelter, the orphans immediately became a part of the human family where Daphne surrounded them with love and attention. That's why the elephants loved her back. They looked at their savior with awe, trying to pet Daphne with their trunk and show her their signs of affection, as if hugging her. Elephants tend to remember people who were kind to them, and considering how many orphans Daphne raised, there weren't just a few elephants who wanted to hug her. Now, there are a lot of professional caretakers in the shelter who look after their wards 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Next to the shelter is Teseo National Park, where a special reservation has been created for the shelter inhabitants. It is one of the largest national parks in the world. Elephants walk in the park every day, trying to adapt to life in the wild. The caretakers try to attach them to a pack of wild elephants so that they start to get on well with each other. Daphne had always said that everyone can learn a lot from elephants. Their family relationships continue even after death. For many years, they are able to come to places where their relatives died and wear the bones of their bodies. At the same time, the woman admitted, "Thanks to elephants, I have lived such an exciting life." People who see the work of this elephant shelter are amazed and idolize Daphne. The truth is that she showed love to elephants and they loved her back. After all, no words are needed. You can just feel the elephant hugging you, which is much more valuable than any spoken words. That's how elephants thanked their savior. Daphne passed away at the age of 83 and took part in the work of the fund almost until her death. The story of this woman and her husband is still famous today. In total, the fund has saved and raised more than 260 orphaned elephant calves. Thanks to kind people like Daphne, our world is getting better. That's all for today, my friends. Share this video with your friends and family and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Click on the bell icon not to miss new videos. Bye-bye.